but still we live in a creator world, right? And personality is still very much needed. What AI does, it gives you the information, but it doesn't give you the personality and the character. It still needs you to do that. So when you get a video script, an article, an email, it still needs you to add your sauce to it. Even though, like, even for you, where you said like, yo, I put it in Claude, it has my voice, it has everything that I would normally say, but there's still probably things that you would say a little bit differently. There's still some tweaks you probably made. And then as well as when you say it, it's the energy, it's the vibe that people are like, yo, I like this content.
Welcome to AI and Marketing Unpacked, where we simplify AI for impactful marketing. I'm your host, Mike Alden, here to guide you through the world of artificial intelligence and its transformative impact on marketing strategies. Each episode will break down AI concepts into manageable insights and explore practical applications that can supercharge your marketing efforts. Whether you're an experienced marketer or just starting to explore the potential of AI, this podcast will equip you with the knowledge and tools you need to succeed. So tune in and let's unlock the power of AI together. Greetings, program. Welcome back to AI and Marketing Unpacked, where I selfishly use this time to pick the brains of experts at keeping up with and integrating or layering artificial intelligence into social media, content, advertising, search, and other areas of digital marketing. Oh, and you get to learn too. Subscribe to be shown how to prepare yourself and your brand for this AI revolution and come out ahead. Now imagine transforming your content creation process, scaling your online presence, and competing with big brands, all while maintaining your unique voice. Today, we're diving into the world of AI-powered content creation for solopreneurs and SMBs, and the potential is mind-blowing. You're about to discover how AI tools can supercharge your productivity, enhance your creativity, and help you connect with your audience like never before. We're talking about game-changing strategies that can turn hours of work into minutes and help you punch your way above your weight in the digital arena. Our guest, Nicky Saunders, is a content strategy wizard who's used these exact techniques to grow social media accounts from thousands to millions. As the founder of Deeper Than the Brand and a partner at Social Media Examiner, Nicky's got the inside scoop on leveraging AI for maximum impact. Hey, Nicky, welcome to the show.
What's poppin'? I need this intro and everything that I do. That was amazing.
Oh,
Hello.
like I tell folks all the time,
Listen, somebody needs to pay you hundreds and thousands of dollars for them to do intros. That was, sheesh. Hello.
I will be your hype guy anywhere you are speaking of major stages. I'll bring it for you.
I'm loving this. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I can't wait to dive into this and literally pick your brain. I love doing that with smart folks like you who are doing the work on the ground. And speaking of that, I know you've achieved some really incredible results for your clients. How did you first discover the potential for AI in content creation, and what made you realize its power for solopreneurs, SMBs, the kinds of folks that you're working with?
Listen, I started like how we all started. We heard ChatGPT and we were like, what's that, right? For me, I've been big in the content game. Like I'm a content strategist. I take care of different influencers, social media accounts from a content side. And once I saw that AI was starting to make some noise, I was like, okay, how can this help us from, a content field? I'm not very interested in it from the whole world situation. How is it going to replace our jobs? I'm not interested. What I realized was you type something, it comes out with words. I said, okay, you know what? If you type something, could it give me a caption? Could it give me a video script? Because these are words that we need when it comes to creating content. So I started digging into ChatGPT. Then I started digging into all these other tools because, as we know, there's so many different tools that was built off of ChatGPT. So which one can help us with voiceovers? Which one can help us with cloning ourselves, if that is even a thing? Which one can help us make faceless content? So I just started by trying. but with a very niche kind of thought process of what's going to help us be an assistant to creating content, because I don't believe that AI can replace us in this moment. I do believe that it can help us assist being consistent on a regular basis. So where most would struggle with, I don't know what to create, there's no excuse for that no more. We got AI for it. I don't know how to make this. Okay, there's AI for this. I'm just drawing a blank. There's AI for it to assist us, and then we take it, we just tweak it. So that's just how I started, just purely just trying it once it started becoming super popular.
Love that. Longtime listeners on the show will know that that's pretty much exactly how I got started, particularly with podcasting. I'm not using AI as a showrunner for all of my podcasts because I have 6. I've got this podcast, and I got 5 more with Agorapulse, and I used to spend a couple hours preparing for each episode. And then the CEO came to me, he's like, I want you to add 3 more shows to your plate. I'm like, well, all right, I'm going to have to figure out how to spend less time researching and preparing for every show. So that intro that you loved so much, Claude wrote that based on the inputs that I gave Claude, doing a great job using my voice, my style.
Yeah.
Absolutely can do it. So can you walk us through some of the key AI tools that you recommend for content creation, and specifically how they can benefit small businesses, content creators who probably have a limited budget?
Yeah. So we got go from step 1 with what is the idea, right? And so I'm going to always say, and I love how you said Claude, because Claude has become one of my favorite ones right now. But of course, we got the OG one, which is ChatGPT. So preference, you could go ChatGPT, you could go Claude, but whatever idea that you have, it can be an incomplete idea. Go to one of your favorite AI language models. ChatGPT, Claude is the 2 that I use. And I would go, okay, I have this idea. Whatever your brand is, give it as much information of your brand. This is my audience, right? And I need to create this, right? Have a conversation with it. This is where it's not just, let me type in one sentence, a prompt or whatever, and then it gives me the result. Have a conversation of how you can break down this idea, because once you start having a conversation and having, hey, ask me any questions to better the output, then you can see things in a different perspective. Oh, okay, this would do good as an image. This would do good as a video script. This would do good as a quote, right? But this is where you have to have the conversations with ChatGPT or Claude. Once you figure those things out, or you're asking ChatGPT or Claude on some, hey, what would be good for a video, right? I would go, okay, give me a video script. We have the idea, we broke it down. Give me the video script, but give me the framework of a story brand framework, right? Which is a very popular content framework. Writers know it as well. Or I would ask, hey, what are some famous content frameworks that I could use to create a video script, right? So it'll generate that. I would take that script, and let's say I want to do a voiceover. I have some pictures or some videos, and I want to do a voiceover based off that script. I'm going to go into 11 Labs, right? They have over hundreds of AI voices I could use, or I could clone my own voice and use that, right? Boom, there we go. Or if like I get the video script and I don't have any type of content, I can go into like InVideo and put that script in InVideo. Then it creates the video for me, right? This is where faceless content comes in. So I'm taking things from like an idea to then a video script to then voiceover to a video. And let's say if I wanted to do a picture, right? I got an idea for a graphic. If I'm in ChatGPT, the paid version, okay, I can use DALL-E 3, which is the art generator in there. And I can say, hey, can you make this in this particular idea that we broke down, how would you turn that into an image? Now, this is like, I don't know anything about prompting kind of style. Like, I have a conversation and it can create different versions, right? If I want to go fancy with it, I get, hey, I'm going to use Midjourney, which is one of the best art generators right now. I haven't seen anybody really beat that, right? Okay, give me a prompt that's going to work amazing in Midjourney. Take that prompt, put it into Midjourney. It's going to create an amazing graphic. Cool. I like that graphic. How can I put it a little bit more animated? We're in a video world. So like, how can I make that more animated? I would take that and put it into Runway and turn the image into video. So it's a step-by-step process that you got to think about. I have my idea. What is the end result? I want a image. Cool. Let me just talk to ChatGPT or Claude about the idea, get all the details, then make an image from it. If I want to make it more animated, I can use Runway ML. If I want to, like I said, create a video script, I create a video script, use the content frameworks, go into 11 Labs, go into InVideo. But those are like some of my favorite ones. Now, one of my favorite ones is probably Opus Clip, because like for you who has 6 shows, you know what I mean? Like the content is not hard to make, right? Long form videos is not hard to make. What's hard to make is to be consistent on social media with all these different clips and everything. So you take your long form videos and you put it into Opus Clip, and it creates social media ready post. And you can schedule it out there. You could do AI B-roll. You could do voiceovers on it. What Opus Clip can do is amazing if you already have content, right? So that's why I wanted to go first with, if you don't have content, this is what you do. If you already have content, use Opus Clip, because Opus Clip is amazing. Like, I use that thing every single day. Here you go. Let's create some clips here. Let's create there. And then I don't only use it for like face value. So like, okay, it creates a clip. I'm taking that clip, I'm posting it. Like, I'll turn that into a carousel for Instagram, right? Or I'll take a clip and I'll put it into my YouTube video, part of reference of like, okay, here, check this clip out. So there's still ways that I look at from AI where I can add my 2 cents to it, have the conversation to create the whole thing, but then also with AI to still have my own, with Opus Clip, to still have my own style and kind of cater it to all these different platforms. I said a lot. I geeked out, but yeah.
No, that's great. In fact, I love that you started with not only the step-by-step process if you don't necessarily have long-form content, right, but you also started with video. And that is such a crucial point, because you said yourself, we're in a video world, and that is in itself a challenge for many marketers. How do we create great video? I mean, the whole reason I'm doing this podcast, while many of you may be listening to it, it's also available as a video on Spotify and YouTube, and I'm taking the clips and sharing them as Reels and TikToks and YouTube Shorts and Pinterest videos and LinkedIn videos and everywhere else.
Come on.
Because video is so important, and I started with this long-form video first, to your point. But I also know that what else was so great about the thing that you just outlined was that if I went and bought all the tools that you just mentioned, we're still be about $100 a month, which is super, super affordable. You need to pay for both ChatGPT and Claude. Pick one, and we can get into that. But, you add Runway, you add Opus Clip, one of these other tools, they're all about $20-$30 a month at the level most people need them. So it's super, super affordable. But let's go back to, we're using ChatGPT or we're using Claude to develop these ideas, to develop scripts and that sort of thing. And I know folks are worried about losing their unique voice when they're using tools in this way. How do you think that they can maintain authenticity while they're leveraging these tools?
Yeah, it's not a copy and paste standpoint, right? Of course, we would love a tool that does it all for us. Amazing. And so when AI came out, or when it got really popular, people were like, yes, I don't have to do anything anymore. That's cool. But still, we live in a creator world, right? And personality is still very much needed. What AI does, it gives you the information, but it doesn't give you the personality and the character. It still needs you to do that. So when you get a video script, an article, an email, it still needs you to add your sauce to it. Even though, like even for you, where you said like, yo, I put it in Claude, it has my voice, it has everything that I would normally say, but there's still probably things that you would say a little bit differently. There's still some tweaks you probably made. And then as well as when you say it's the energy, it's the vibe that people are like, yo, I like this content, right? So though, yes, AI is amazing and it takes us way further than what we could have done on our own. And it makes us super resourceful because it's not about being smart. It's about being resourceful. We look at it now and be like, thank you for giving me the foundation. Thank you for giving everything I may need. But now let me add my own sauce to it. Let me add my own vibe to it so people could really connect with it, but also that it gives that human feel that is still required in content today.
You're absolutely right. Too many times folks are simply taking the output that they're given and copying and pasting it to wherever they want to send it, and they're not really editing it. Another issue I see, or mistake that I see often, because people treat the AI like another human sometimes, which is nice, but that means we're afraid to push the AI. Like if you and I were working together and I created something for you and you asked me 4 or 5 times to revise it, I'm going to get tired and I'm going to be like, no, we're done. You got 3 revisions and we're done. You can go back to the AI 20 times and say, nope, give me that again. Nope, give me that again. Nope, give it. And it will never get angry for you. Every single time it will say, absolutely, Nicky, you're right. I should have done it differently.
Exactly. Especially when you have the voice thing, that tone doesn't get frustrated at all. I've tried it. I've tried it like 10 times. And it's like, no problem, Nicky. I'm like, oh my God, you sound like, I'm just going to talk to you. This is why people can like looking at their team different. Like, she never tells me no. What is wrong with y'all?
So what are some other mistakes that you've seen some of the clients or the businesses in the way that they're using AI, particularly when they're talking about using it for content creation?
I would have to say how do I want to put this? Because I want to be considerate of people's feelings, right? Not every new tool is a good tool. Okay. So one mistake that I really see is that they'll catch on to a new tool and they'll run with it. Now, as we know with AI tools, especially the new ones and startups and everything, they're not all the way all there, right? Yeah. As much as we love to be, okay, the first one to find it and this is going to do everything. Shout out to those people. I see a lot of it from like a sales side. This is going to take care of all my sales, right? This is going to take care of all my emails, right? And the emails are trash, right? There's no quality check. I believe that there has to be a system of some sort when you get a new AI tool that there's still some quality control on your team, right? Because if it's you as a team of one or you already have a team, there has to be somebody who is pushing the button of these new tools, of these new AI situations, and then they're checking it before it goes out to people, because this is your brand voice, right? This is your messaging. This is what represents you. And what you can't do is like, that was AI. You know what I mean? Like, that was my bad. I don't know what to tell you, right? Unless you are a brand that is known for testing AI. So for example, I could get away with this. I recently turned on the AI chatbot for Instagram, right? It allows you to, gives you a clone of yourself based off the content that you've put on Instagram and Threads and that whole nine, right? So for the most part, it sounds great, but there's other parts that it's super wild. I don't know what's happening. I'll come back and be like, that's my AI. I'll do a voice note too. That's my AI. We're testing this out. And they're like, oh, we figured it's okay. But if you're not known for that and you don't have somebody checking, it could be crazy. You could lose customers, fans, audiences, because now you are allowing AI to run it all, and it's very disconnecting, right? Which goes into another mistake. Not all chatbots are great, okay? Do not run to every single one that could possibly take care of your comments, take care of your DMs, go and DM other people for you. Like, chill, okay? I know we want to get rid of the task that we're not the greatest at so we can concentrate on the things we are great at. However, we still got a ways to go. We still got ways to go. So quality control, right? Don't jump on every AI tool, and then definitely don't jump on every chat bot just because it has AI, right? I think the tools that I'm really leaning on more and more is not necessarily the ones that start off as AI tools, is the tools that I already trust that turn on AI features.
Yeah.
Right? One tool that I really like right now is vidIQ, right? vidIQ turned on this like AI coach situation, right? That's solely dedicated to YouTube stuff. So I like that because, yes, can I go to Claude and ChatGPT and ask about some YouTube dedicated stuff? Of course. But they've already configured it that I don't have to be this prompt engineer and have it already, all these instructions. They already have that, and it works out very well. So I would caution people sometimes to not always go straight for the AI tool, the new AI tool. Go look at the tools that you already have, because let's keep it a buck. Them subscriptions are expensive after a while. Okay? It adds up $20 every single day because you find a new AI tool and you subscribe to it. Stuff adds up after a while, okay? Like 4 of them is already 100. Okay? Another 100 a month. I just want to make this very clear. Don't get it twisted with the $20. This is cheap. No, it's reoccurring. I'm just letting you know. But look at the tools that you already have, that you're already paying the $20 to $30. See if they have some AI tools, because it's configured to what you're already accustomed to and what you bought it for automatically. So, yeah.
Could not agree more, particularly your point about sticking away from testing all the newest tools. I talked to Scott Brinker from HubSpot and Chief Martech, right? And he talked about how the marketing technology landscape has exploded this year due to AI startups. And, these are companies that they may have been around for 30 days or less, and you're already forking over money to them. You don't know if there are any kind of quality control there. That's a real challenge. And folks, as a business owner, that's not where you need to be investing your time and your energy as a tester. I mean, Nicky was testing that. I tested a tool called RenderNet, render.net, which was really cool for creating AI generated photographs and video and that kind of stuff based on a single image. It was really, really cool. Not business ready, really, per se. I mean, the images it created of me were, people laughed at them because they were kind of funny looking. And that was fun. You as a business owner don't need to be testing those. Folks, we're talking with Nicky Saunders about methods and tools that content creators like yourselves can turn to for help. In a moment, we're going to share some stories and some examples to help give you context. But first, let me share with you the tool that I'm using every day to help me create this podcast, all the other content I'm putting out. It is just $20 a month because it includes ChatGPT and Claude and DALL-E 3 and all those things. This episode of AI and Marketing Unpacked is brought to you by Magi, your gateway to making generative AI incredibly simple and accessible. Wondering how to seamlessly integrate AI into your marketing strategy without getting bogged down by complexities? That's exactly where Magi shines. It provides user-friendly AI solutions that empower marketers just like you to innovate and elevate your campaigns without needing a degree in data science. Imagine having the power to generate creative content, insightful marketing data analysis, or even personalized customer communications, all at the touch of a button. Magi isn't just about providing tools. It's about transforming your approach to marketing with AI that's tailor-made to be straightforward and effective. So, whether you're looking to boost your content creation process or want deeper insights into your marketing performance, Magi makes it all possible with a few clicks. No fuss, no hassle, just results. Ready to simplify your AI journey? Visit Magi today to learn how their solutions can revolutionize the way you engage with your audience. Don't just market smarter with Magi. Tap the link in the show notes. So, Nicky, you've been a content creator for a while, like pre-AI. How would you say AI has changed your content creation process? And are there any like new or hidden benefits that kind of surprised you or you discovered along the way?
So I give you a real case scenario, right? Before we started recording, we were talking about how I'm not that much of a writer. I used to say I'm not a writer. It's to be a little bit better, right? I found this tool called Napkin AI. Have you heard of it yet?
No.
Okay, so this tool is so fun. Okay, so I'm getting active on Threads. I'm on Threads every single day, and Napkin AI turns your written content into literally infographics. But you know how some of those AI tools is like we turn into infographics and it's super expensive and they're trash, right? This one literally is fire. They give you multiple different styles. So like, let's say if I have a list that's like, okay, top features iOS 18 has for content creators, and I list it out, I could highlight it. It creates different infographics, like a pillared one, a funnel one, a triangle one. It's so great that makes it makes you want to write more because now it makes it visual. And the crazy part about it, and I sound like a salesperson on this one because I'm so excited about this, but it's free. It's in beta.
What?
So yeah, no, it's absolutely free. The only problem is that you can't use it on mobile, but on desktop, it's unlimited. You could create as many napkins, is what they call it. And let's say you don't have anything to write, you could draft it up with AI. They have AI built into it, right? You give it a topic, you give it a quick prompt. I want to talk about iOS features for content creators. And it'll come up with the stuff and come up with the infographics. The great thing about it is that you can download it as a PNG, a PDF, CVG, anything that you want. So now I'm excited. I can put it on Threads. Now I got all motivated. I could possibly put it on LinkedIn. I put it on my newsletter, right? People loved it. So these are like real case scenarios of where something that I wasn't necessarily so confident in, which was writing, me finding the right AI tool got me excited and consistent on social media and my newsletter, now making it more visual because anybody who writes a newsletter knows it's like, okay, how am I going to make this interesting? Like all you're going to do is read words? It's crazy. So now I'm able to put my newsletter in there and it creates different visuals that are like, they're not corny. Like they're not, we've seen those AI tools that make those infographics that is just not effective. This one is really, really dope. Like I said, I sound like a news promotion kind of thing. They're not paying me that like at all, but I really like this tool. So that's just a real case scenario of like how these AI tools help me with my content creation and like get me excited to be consistent on it.
I'm laughing because you're talking to the guy that writes 2,500 words in his newsletter every single weekend, because that's what I love to do. And my audience, if they're still subscribed, they must love it. And, I mean, I tell them in the welcome email, I'm like, look, you're going to get long emails from
You're
me
gonna
'cause I
read
like to
this.
write. I'm giving you historical analogies and that sort of thing. But that's what works for me. And then I turn it into blog posts and stuff
Yeah.
afterwards. But I love your example because I really resonated with that because I'm not a video person. I
Mm.
was never strong with video. So my TikTok presence, my YouTube shorts, my Instagram reels were just garbage until I started the
Yeah.
podcast. I'd get AI to help me identify the best, most interesting clips and that sort of thing. And now I've got hundreds of people watching my TikToks, and hundreds of
Come
people
on. That's
watching my
amazing.
YouTube shorts, right? And for a niche podcast like this, you get 100 or more people watching or listening. That's it. That's all you need is those, it's like having 100 people in a room listening to you give a presentation. Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's talk about small business owners and
Okay.
some of the clients that you've worked with.
Yeah.
I think if you could share a success story, and we all understand NDAs here, so you don't have to necessarily name names, but if you could talk about someone that you've worked with who's had kind of a transformed online presence that
Mm.
using some of your AI powered content strategies.
Yeah. So I could tell you one right now. I work with a motivational speaker, Dr. Eric Thomas, right? And so he has different avenues of from speaking to books to communities, everything like that, right? And so what my man is good at is creating content, aka give me a camera, I'm going to go all in on it. But he's not necessarily the greatest with words, right? As
Mm.
far as writing. He's not the greatest as far as chopping up everything. And so what we're doing now is taking him as the speaker. He has an amazing team to take care of everything from with his business. But now it's like, okay, he wants to get active on LinkedIn. So we've created in Claude a project that is all within his voice, solely for his audience of talking to teachers and superintendents for LinkedIn, right? So specific audience, his voice, boom. So anytime we need anything with LinkedIn, we go right there. Now his email list, right, was super inactive. Now we turn his videos. There is two things that we do. One, we'll transcribe it. I love Firefly's AI, right?
Yeah.
Where it's mainly used for like Zooms and Google Meets and all that great stuff. But I literally use it for video content, get it transcribed.
Mm.
It points out the timestamps, but as well as I'll take that transcript and I'll put it into Claude and say, hey, create a email from a standpoint of give me a step-by-step guide based off this video, right? So now he has a PDF, or if I want to go very simple, I could go to Gamma and it creates like a deck based off the script, right? Based off the transcript. So now we're taking what he is normally good at, which is I could create the video. Now we've created the LinkedIn presence. We've gotten the email pop in, anything with words. He's good. We're creating different carousels on Instagram based off all the AI clips that it picks up. So he's allowed to do his nonprofit side now with the schools. He could still kill it as the speaker joint. His books and all that, he's allowed to do what he needs to do because he knows with AI it's great. And he's put ChatGPT on his phone and he's like, Nicky, ChatGPT said this. Praise God. Look at that. We're great. But like finding for small businesses, right? Finding your talent, the main focus of the business, right? And then allowing AI to showcase that in different content formats, right? That's the biggest way that I look at at AI and small business, like what is your thing that is amazing? Great. Stay there. I don't want you to get into email. I don't want you to get into writing. I don't want you to get into video creation. I don't just stay right there. Let's figure out who your target audience is. What is your main mission of creating content? And then let's allow AI to work on the rest of the things. Whatever you're not consistent on, whatever is inactive, whatever you're not that strongest on, let AI take care of that and have a person to, control all that still, because like we talked about in the mistakes, the quality control is still important.
That is a terrific philosophy. It's interesting because we've talked about it before on this show with other guests. In the way that it's been approached is just a little bit different. In the past, what we've said is, think about the things you don't like to do, the repetitive things, and see if you can farm those out to AI, which is true. The way you're saying it, though, is a little bit different, and I like your approach even more because what we're focusing on in your perspective is what are you really, really good at? What's your superpower as a business owner, as a communicator, as a marketer? And let's focus on that. And to your point, allow AI to spotlight that and shine the light on that and help, bring that to all these other channels and mediums. That's fantastic. For our listeners, if they were to implement just one AI-powered content strategy today, what would you recommend for the biggest impact on their online presence?
If there's one thing, I would say just the easiest thing, start having conversations. The reason why is because I'll tell you the real scenario of what I do, and hopefully this helps you. So I will ask it. I'll give an idea, and I say, "Look, I'm going to put it on Threads, right? So here's the idea. Don't change my tone, right? Keep the same mannerisms. Just give me a quick spell check, grammar check, and then format it to what works on Threads, because you clearly know." Based off your web browsing situations. Cool. It will do that. I will then give a couple of ideas, put it out on Threads. The one that works the most, right? The one that gets the most engagement, I'm going to then take that and turn it into a video. So I'll take that same one. I'll be like, hey, let's turn this into a video script, right? This one worked. It clearly has data. Let's turn this into a video script. Now I'm going to turn that into a video. I'm also going to take that same part. Hey, let's put that in my newsletter, right? So now I'm going to need some facts that goes with it. If there's anywhere on the web that can support this, any surveys, any facts, let's take that. Let's turn it into a step-by-step guide so I could put it into my newsletter. Cool. Then based off what the video does, the short form video does, cool, I'm going to turn that into a YouTube video. So now I'm going to ask it, hey, create a longer video script for YouTube. So the idea that we've talked about maybe in the beginning of the week, and I put out on Monday and Tuesday and all that, by Wednesday, I have what I'm going to put on my newsletter and a short form piece of content. And then by the following week, based off the data from the short form, I have a YouTube video or a YouTube live topic that is amazing. So this is why I say from a very simple standpoint, just start having conversations, because it makes the biggest sense as far as what will happen afterwards with your content. But if you want the full-blown strategy, there you go.
All right. So to give some folks some context, we're starting with a Threads post. It's a couple hundred characters or less. There's not a lot of content unless we do multiple threads and
right.
do it longer that way.
Or Twitter or X, whatever your preferred platform is. I mean, or even LinkedIn. Whatever.
If you're going to be weird and use X, that's fine.
I'll say whatever written platform is your preference, because it could even be on LinkedIn too. Some people's main joint is LinkedIn from a written standpoint. So whatever your written side is that you can collect data.
Yeah. But like you told me in the green room, it's 2024. We're on Threads today, folks.
Yeah. This is a
On
fact.
Threads.
This is a fact.
So, okay, so we got a short form text post, and then you're taking that and turning it into a short form vertical video, what, like 90 seconds or less?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then you're turning that into potentially, if it performs well, a YouTube video. And what kind of length are you thinking for that?
So it could be 5, 10 minutes, 18. How talkative are you? Because right now with YouTube, long form videos are doing amazing. So if you could talk long, praise God. If you only got 3 to 5 minutes with you, that's okay too. But the fact that you can take something that's already works, that now you can push it to different platforms, it gives that confidence for business owners and solo creators of like, okay, this has a chance. Instead of like randomly coming up with ideas and like, oh my God, I hope this works. Oh, the algorithm didn't like, and then you're finding all the different reasons why it didn't work. At least data wise, this has worked across platforms. So if it works here too, praise God. If it doesn't, we tried it. At least it worked over here. So maybe we just got to formulate it in a different way, tell it to create a better hook for it, however we go about it. But yeah, that's kind of like a workflow strategy that has been working very well for me right now.
Yeah, because you're 100% right. You can use that same initial post on Threads, on X, on Facebook, even LinkedIn. We see friends of the brand like Austin who are just killing it on Facebook. So that's absolutely possible. But Nicky, we are out of time, and that's a shame because you have been amazing. But I know folks want to know more because there's no way we could have covered everything that they want to learn about. Where can they go to connect with you and ask?
So YouTube has been my main platform lately. Okay. I don't know when you're watching this. You could be watching this year, next year, however it goes. So YouTube, Nicky Saunders, or This Is Nicky's. If you want to contact me, probably Instagram is the best, right? So This Is Nicky's, Nicky with an S, right? Of course, I'm on Threads. And then if you want to join the community, deeperthanthebrand.com. We talk all about AI. I promise you, that's one of my favorite topics. Clearly, we could go on. This could be a 5-hour podcast if we didn't have time restraints. You feel me?
That's awesome. Thank you, Nicky. Thank you, all of you, for listening. I will have all of Nicky's links, all the tools that we mentioned today, in the show notes below. And don't forget, if you're relatively new to AI and you want to really level up your skills as a marketer, download the AI marketing primer that I've got linked below. That will help you out. It'll give you all the tools you need to get started in this exciting industry. Until next time, welcome to the grid. Thanks for joining us on AI and Marketing Unpacked. I hope today's episode has inspired you and given you actionable insights to integrate AI into your marketing strategies. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and consider leaving a review. We'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you might have. Don't forget to join us next time as we continue to simplify AI and help you make a real impact in your marketing efforts. Until then, keep innovating, see just how far AI can take your marketing. Thank you for listening and have a fantastic day.
You may know you're listening to this show along the Marketing Podcast Network, but did you know there are other great shows on MPN to help your business? Hennika Watkis-Porter hosts The Entrepreneurial You, empowering entrepreneurs with insights on leadership, business, and success. Hennika, tell listeners what to expect from your show.
So we provide innovative business strategies and practical solutions to common entrepreneurial challenges.
And where can people subscribe?
Find us at hennikawatkisporter.com, as well as the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcasts.net, or search for it wherever you get your podcasts.
You heard her. Go subscribe. This podcast is heard along the Marketing Podcast Network. For more great marketing podcasts, visit marketingpodcasts.net.